seconds. Fifteen seconds.
Hello, and welcome to Decades, the show that tests the reach of millennial knowledge. I'm your host, Jared, and let's see who we've got competing today. What's your name and where you're from?
Hi, my name is Pedro. I'm a student here at AU.
What's your major?
University. My major is international relations.
So you think you'll do better on the news questions then?
Probably news questions, yes.
And you?
My name's Kayla.
Nice to meet you, Kayla. Where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, and what are you studying?
I'm a graduate film student doing,
Nice.
yeah,
So you think you'll do better on pop culture?
hopefully.
Right. And you?
My name is Jacob Katz, and I'm from Simsbury, Connecticut.
Yes. And what are you studying?
I have a double major in justice and law and history.
Smart. And finally?
I'm Joey. I'm from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
And what are you studying?
Public relations.
Well, let's see how everyone does today. So here's the way the game works. Each round covers a decade. I'll ask you 2 questions around. Okay. Each round covers a decade. I'll ask you 2 questions around. One about pop culture and one about news. Whoever buzzes first gets to answer. If you get it right, you get a point. If not, your opponents have the chance to steal. So to go further back in time with the questions, each one will be worth more points. The 2 contestants with the most points move on to the speed round. We'll start in the 2010s and we'll end in the 1950s to test your knowledge of the decades. So let's do this. Our first question is in the news category. The royal wedding between Prince William and Kate Middleton was watched by 2 billion people. What year did it take place?
2014.
Incorrect.
2013.
Incorrect.
2012?
Incorrect. Joey.
2011.
Correct. So 5 points for Joey. Our next question. What woman has been ranked the most powerful woman in the world by Forbes every year thus far in the decade?
Is it Angela Merkel?
Correct. And for those who don't know, Angela Merkel is the Chancellor of Germany. So now we're going to move back into the 2000s. What nation became the first to recognize same-sex marriage?
Is it Canada?
Incorrect.
Was it Belgium?
Incorrect.
France.
Incorrect. Joey, do you have a...
I don't know.
The correct answer is the Netherlands. Our next question. In 2004, a new structure claimed the title of the world's tallest building into 2010. What was the name of this building?
Wasn't it like the Dubai Tower or something?
That was the 2010 building,
Oh.
which is the Burj Khalifa.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Of course. In 2004, this building took the title of the world's tallest structure until 2010. What is the name of the building? Anyone else?
The Beijing Tower.
Incorrect. Going once, going twice. Correct answer is Taipei 101 in Tokyo. So now we are going to move back to the 90s.
Hold.
So, what movie featured the Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan?
Me.
Jacob.
Space Jam.
Correct. Our next question. What space shuttle launched NASA's Hubble Space Telescope?
Repeat the question.
What was the name of the space shuttle that launched NASA's Hubble Space Telescope?
Intrepid?
Incorrect.
Voyager.
Incorrect. Anyone else? The correct answer is the Discovery. And next we are going to move on to the 1980s.
Hold.
Okay. What U.S. city hosted the Olympics in 1984?
Seattle.
Incorrect. Anyone else? Jacob or Joey?
Atlanta.
Incorrect. Jacob?
Denver.
Incorrect. Kayla, you want to try?
No.
No. Correct answer is Los Angeles.
No.
Our next question. This famous road was removed from the United States highway system in 1985. What road is it?
Route 66.
Correct. And with that completes our first round. So we're going to take it over to our co-host, Barry, who is going to give us a score total. Barry?
Hey, all right, so Jacob's in the lead with 40, and then Joey is in a not really close second, but with 5, and everybody else has 0. It's kind of a bummer.
Good to know. Well, hopefully in our next round, Pedro and Kaylee can catch up. And with that, we're going to head to our commercial break.
We're off right now.
It didn't answer because it didn't answer.
Everyone.
Is
Start up
60s.
again.
Barry, you're also supposed to keep watch of who
Okay.
clicks the buzzer.
Clap. Be
but-
clapping.
So, welcome back to Decades. We're about to get into the 1970s, but first I want to know, if you could go back to any decade, which one would it be?
Ooh, any decade? Probably 70s and 80s.
And why is that?
I mean, it was very interesting because there was a lot of technological advancement going on. So I like to see that in person.
Very nice. And Kayla, what about you?
I think I go back maybe to like the 60s and 50s. I feel like there's a lot of change going on, like socially and politically. That was interesting.
Jacob?
I would probably go back to the 1960s just to see the effect of the civil rights movement and the changing of music culture.
Yeah, so you're a Beatles fan?
Yes.
And Joey?
Probably the 50s or 60s to see like the beatnik generation.
Cool. Well, maybe some of those things will pop up in our next round. So let's see what the 1970s has in store. Our first question. What year did the Walt Disney World Resort open in Florida? Jacob?
1978.
Incorrect. Kayla?
73.
Incorrect.
71.
Correct. Our next question. What year did the Vietnam War end?
1974.
Incorrect.
76.
Incorrect.
75.
Correct. 30 points for Kayla.
Oh.
So with that, we're going to move on to the 1960s. Welcome back. Jacob, you were getting into the music there. Beatles fan. So, first question. What artist is famous for painting a can of Campbell's soup?
Andy Warhol.
Correct. Next question. Who sang the #1 hit Blue Velvet? Jacob?
Wasn't that the Jackson 5?
Incorrect. Anyone else? Correct answer is Bobby Vinton. So we're going to move on to our final decade, the 1950s. Our first question. What did NBC News originally go by?
PBS.
Incorrect. Anyone else? Going once, going twice. Correct answer is actually the Camel Newsreel Theater.
So it was the cigarettes.
Exactly. And our final question of this round. Who succeeded Harry S. Truman as president?
Jacob.
Was it JFK?
Incorrect. Anyone else? No? The correct answer is Dwight D. Eisenhower. All right, so our top two contestants are moving on to our final speed round. Barry, can we get a score check?
Boom. So, well, turn to the tables here. Joey has 85 points. Pretty good. Jacob's got 40.
So, those are our final two contestants. So we're going to move you guys into our speed round, and I would like to thank the other contestants for playing. And we'll be right back.
Okay. Let's change this.
Let's go for a walk. All right, come on. Way to put your shoes on.
Excuse me.
Alright, Jacob, we're gonna have you come over here. Yeah, I get that totally. What do you want to do? Kayeen, what do you want?
Hmm.
5 seconds.
Welcome back to Decades. So we're going to move on to our final speed round. How this works is we're going to have a series of questions, and each contestant will have 2 seconds to answer. If you get it wrong, it'll pass along to your opponent, and then if they get it wrong, it goes back to the other, and so forth. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Each question will be worth 10 points. So, Joey, you're in the lead, so we're going to start with you. Who is the best-selling artist of the 2010s decade thus far? 2 seconds are up. Jacob?
Beyonce.
Incorrect. Correct answer is Adele. To the 2000s. What U.S. president declared a national emergency due to a state of pandemic in 2009?
Obama.
Uh,
Wait, what was the question?
Sorry. I'll rephrase this question.
Oh.
In 2009, what pandemic caused the U.S. president to declare a state of emergency?
Was it
J-
swine flu?
Correct. To the 90s. What was the food that inspired the famous video game Pac-Man?
Cheese wheel.
Incorrect. Okay. Correct answer is pizza. What year did Saturday Night Live first air? Jacob?
Saturday Night Live first aired in 1962.
Incorrect. Joey?
1974.
Incorrect. 1984. Who won the Nobel Peace Prize in Literature in 1964?
I have no idea.
Jean-Paul Sartre. And finally, what was the highest grossing film of the 1950s?
I'm sorry.
Lady and the Tramp.
Oh.
So with that, can we get a final score tally, Barry?
All right, so give me a sec there. All right, so ends up with Jacob having 50 points and Joey winning with 85 points. There you go.
Congratulations. I guess millennials know more than you think. So I'm Jared, and thank you for watching.
We have prizes.
Oh, okay, prizes. I guess you each get an accountant t-shirt, the new film that is in theaters as of this month. I think this will be your size. Yeah, that's XL. Not your size. Here you are.
Thank you.
And that's out. Congratulations.
This one's an XL, not an XL.
Oh, sorry.